Welcome. Last week I made this video saying why I'm so bullish on crypto and to not miss this next leg up. And now that we have that leg up, hitting my logical targets that were outlined in that video for Bitcoin and Ethereum, I want to give a bit of an update here. So this is the short-term setup that I talked about in that video, but I also discussed the higher time frame setup as well. So let's talk about both the lower time frame and the higher time frame, with this lower time frame setup being important. Now that we've hit the logical targets that were outlined in that video, it's really important to be cautious. And before I talk about why that's the case, a very quick shout out to my affiliate BingX Exchange. I really like this exchange because they allow trading of crypto, stocks, forex, indices, and commodities all on one platform with good competitive fees. Also no KYC requirement, so anyone in the world can use this exchange. They also offer a bunch of new user sign-up bonuses with deposit bonus and trading volume bonuses. So check these guys out with my link in the description down below if you're interested, and I'd appreciate that. All right, let's discuss my game plan going forward and why I said that it's important to be cautious right now. So the reasoning behind being cautious is that we've already hit our logical high here. So if I'm wrong about the higher time frame setup, there is a possibility that we will be seeing a continuation down out of here. So something like big push down, consolidation, and then follow through towards a next logical low, which would be this one around 24/7. So we just need to keep this in mind, that it's possible that we see this follow through to the downside. And normally after sweeping a logical high target like this, that's when we would see that continuation down if it is going to happen. So being cautious is about just kind of playing out all the different scenarios and being ready for whatever happens, because we never know for sure what the next move is going to be. But that doesn't take away from our bullish weekly setup. I'm still bullish, and I still think that most likely we're going to be seeing this follow through to the upside. How do we get really confident about that? Well, for me, it's going to be starting to break some highs up here. So if we see this high here taken out, we see this high up here taken out, and then a consolidation following that break, that will be a really good sign for me that the weekly time frame analysis was definitely right, and that we have a very high chance that we'll be following through from there. So if we took those highs out and then we see a really nice sideways correction, then I'll be looking for that follow through to the upside with some bullish divergence. So I'll be searching for bullish divergence there to get long. But right now, I have to be happy with capturing this move according to the lower time frame analysis posted in this video last week. So this pullback here being a bullish consolidation and falling through to the upside and hitting the logical target up here, I have to be happy with that. And so taking profit on that, getting a stop loss to break even, taking partial profits, it's kind of the place to be doing that if you're me. So from here, just really going to be analyzing what happens next now that we have accomplished that goal on this lower time frame. And maybe what happens, we see this consolidate out, and then, that is pretty bullish as well. So I just want to see how things form and kind of wait and hold off and just be ready for any scenario, because I may be wrong about that weekly time frame setup, and I just have to be prepared for that. Okay. So that's why I'm cautious, and that's kind of the game plan, is just waiting and seeing what happens here. But being a buyer and at this support down here, that was the way to go, and that's why, that's what I outlined in that video. But now that we've already made that push up, it's no longer time to be ultra bullish and entering into a fresh long position at the highs here. Even though it could head straight up, it may do that. We don't want to risk that, okay? This is not gambling. We're trying to put the odds in our favor over a series of many trades with good risk management, good risk to reward ratio, so that we can come out profitable over a series of many trades. So it's not about being right. It's about really practicing good risk management and taking trades that put the odds in our favor with a good risk to reward ratio. So let's go back out to that weekly time frame. So in that video posted, I talked about how this was coming down to the 200 EMA here, and finding support there with wicks. And so the expectation was consolidation here with follow through to the upside. So that still is the case, and we are now seeing some follow through to the upside, but it still hasn't really shown us enough where it couldn't be that this is the case. We may still see this. So just be ready for whatever scenario happens, and know what I'm looking for with that consolidation here on those lower time frames, to look for any sort of trading opportunity. So it's, for me at least, it's no longer time to be taking those lower time frame longs. But as far as a long-term holding weekly position goes, of course, I'm still dollar cost averaging, but I'm not looking at a fresh lower time frame, higher risk position right at this moment. As I think it's too likely that we see this pull back now after hitting the logical high, as normally we do see somewhat of a correction after hitting the logical targets like this. And, very well may not happen. We may see that this weekly time frame setup really takes off and we just see this go crazy on us, but we don't want to be betting our money on that happening when we don't really have a great setup to enter on. And that's why I said, be a buyer here, but don't be a buyer right here. That's why I'm cautious. Okay. So that's the analysis right now. I am still bullish, still expecting higher prices, but as far as entering a fresh position right now, not exactly the time to be doing so. And so that's why I'm making this video. All right. So we'll see how things update over the coming week, and I'll make another update video in, 5 days or so, depending on how things set up here, and I'll update you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you appreciate the video or like the video, you should like it. If you didn't like it, then of course dislike it. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.